I just watched that New York Times, um, that New York Times post about the motherhood penalty, and I got so emotional. My daughter just turned 1 year old, and a lot of what those moms were saying, like, really, really resonated with me. They were all talking about how their career suffered at the expense of becoming a mom. And while I never really saw myself as a career woman, I never really aspired to climb the corporate ladder. Um, in some ways, I feel like I always wanted to kind of be paid for existing. There were things that I liked to do, but nothing I could really nail down as a career that I really, really liked. But as it stands, I am currently the breadwinner in my home. I have more earning potential than my husband and have had more earning potential than my husband pretty much since we got married. And outside of a few years where I didn't work and he went to school and he supported us with some savings that he had, um, I have always made more than him. And now that I am a mom, now that we're parents, you know, me being the primary breadwinner has not changed. However, my priorities have. I no longer want to be burnt out and stressed out about a job that I don't care about. So I'm trying to decide, what do I want to do? Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to take a gap year at 31? Save your comments. But I have to always temper my aspirations with the fact that I make more than my husband and my income is vital for our family to thrive. So while I do want to take time off, take a gap year and just, exist and hopefully get paid from existing, while, I kind of want to go back to school, I kind of always have to have a job because my husband just doesn't earn enough. And it's not because he's not good at his job, it's not because he's not competent. It's just that the market is just not what it used to be. Wages are poor. Like, wages are poor. Okay? So I just, as a millennial, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to depend on retirement funds. I knew I wasn't going to be able to depend on Social Security. So those are not even things that I really have put money into. Like, I never thought that I would be able to depend on Social Security because even my grandmother, even my aunts, you know, don't make enough on Social Security and they work their entire lives. My dad's mom is in her 80s. She just stopped working 10 years in the last 10 years. She just stopped working in the last 10 years. So I never thought that I would be able to depend on Social Security. And baby, the way I will quit a job, I never thought that I would be able to depend on a retirement account either. But I never thought that I would have to work because I, uh, because that's just the way things are. That's just the way the economy is right now. And on top of that, I'm we are dealing with the cost of childcare. The main reason why I feel like I can't quit my job, is because if I'm being honest, I don't think I have the capacity to really stay home with my daughter all day, every day. It works best for us if she goes to daycare, not just for me, but for her as well. She's thriving, she's learning so much, she's getting a lot of social interaction. The daycare that we have her at is amazing. They really care about her, and she is really, really thriving. And the daycare isn't even expensive, not even the most expensive that we've seen, but it's still a rent payment. So we pay rent, then we pay the equivalent of rent in daycare, Then we have 2 car notes. And it's just like, how am I going to live life if I'm always tied to a job? How am I going to enjoy my life if I'm always tied to a job? And I know, we could sell our car. We could sell our second car. But my husband's job, he has to take the car to go to work. And the hours that he works now and the new hours that he's going to be working soon, he currently works second shift. He'll be switching to first shift. Even those working hours, it's damn near impossible to get her to daycare on time and to pick her up on time. So we got a second car so that I can take her to school and pick her up on time. Him switching to first shift is not going to change that dynamic much. I'm still going to be the one that's picking her up and taking her to school. So that means I have to have a car. We don't spend crazy money. We don't go on lavish vacations. We don't DoorDash. We are not ordering from Amazon every week. We only take care of ourselves. We don't even have other family members that we are helping to take care of. And it feels like we are barely making it by, even with my very, generous salary and his salary combined. So, I don't know. I definitely feel what all those moms were saying. Like, although I never felt like I wanted to expand a career in corporate, I do have dreams and aspirations. I do have my own goals. And being a mom, it makes it a little harder to reach those because I have to think about the stability of my daughter. I have to think about her well-being. Childcare is a huge cost that we incur. And right now we can't not incur it because we are both working full time. And even if I quit my job, 2 things I'm concerned about. Is my daughter going to be enriched enough, just being at home with me? And also, what are my prospects if I quit my job? What does my earning potential do if I quit my job and take her out of daycare? What happens to my earning potential? It drops down to 0. My earning potential drops down to 0 if I don't make as much as I make right now and I, keep her home with me. It's a lose-lose situation. At the end of that video, though, all the moms said that it was worth it. And that's the part that gives me pause. I've only been doing this for a year, so my experience is limited. So, I'm taking what they're saying with a grain of salt. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. They say it's worth it, but is it? Your husband left you at 52 and you spent time away from the workplace so you could raise your kids, and now you don't have a retirement. Was it worth it? I think we should all be a little bit more honest about what worth it means, because that don't seem like it's worth it to me. Especially if we're not raising kids with the expectation that they're gonna take care of us, which I do not believe that children should be brought into this world to take care of the people who brought them into the world. I don't believe that is, right, good, the way things should be. But if the kids are not taking care of the parents who sacrificed everything to bring them up, then was it worth it? What's the worth it part? That's the part that gives me pause. Love my baby. Don't like being a mother.